GehGeh single-handedly destroyed Udu's career, and I hope he bounces back because Udu made this video yesterday asking people to donate money so he can even pay his house rent. A lot of people found it funny. I didn't find it funny. When a man is stuck like that, it means he has run out of options. I hope he raises enough money to clear himself. But if you remember how this thing happened, I think it just started as a joke. GehGeh made a skit, a comedy skit. You understand? And when I watched it, I didn't see it from a malicious point. I didn't see it like GehGeh wanted to deal with Lockwood or something like that. I just saw it as one of those skits, you know. But then the thing went viral. Like the next day, I was seeing it everywhere on Instagram and everywhere, you know. And then Lockwood was forced to react. That was his biggest mistake. He should not have reacted to that video. If he had kept quiet, that video would have just died. It wouldn't have been a topic, you know. But he came out and reacted, and you know he's an emotional person, and I think that was where GehGeh doubled down. You know who be GehGeh? GehGeh is in his peak now. He's too powerful for you to have any beef with. GehGeh will just destroy your career, pata pata. He's too powerful. You understand? You're not supposed to get any social media beef with some certain kind of people. GehGeh is one of those people you can't try it with now. You know? What Lockwood would have done is he would have reached out to GehGeh to do a skit, run another skit with GehGeh. You understand? That would have just died down the whole thing and will end up a win-win for both parties. GehGeh will win with the skit and Lockwood will be there. You get what I'm saying? So, but that battle line that was drawn, as you can see, Lockwood has drew a battle line and got hit terribly. Sometimes, even if you are right, you may still not win the battle. It's not about being right, you know what I'm saying? It's about finding a way to win, you know what I'm saying? But it brings me to the point I've been trying to talk about for 2-3 days. If you're on social media, if you this content creation thing, there are some downsides to it, and many people don't know. Once you pick up your camera and your ring light and say you want to start content creation, you need to know that there are some downsides. And one of them is that as you are rising, you meet different challenges at different levels. You will get to a point where an upcoming content creator will try to use you to gain followers. One, you can get to a point where you become a topic. You're not just a content creator, you are now a topic. So people discuss you as topics. And even though some of those discussions might benefit you, some of them might hit you too hard. Let me tell you, right? There's a gym instructor that well, I used to follow for like 1 or 2 years now. This thing happened a few days ago, right? And then he posted a video. At first, he posted a video that his doctor told him to stop exercise because he had something wrong with his body, you know. I watched the video and in my mind, I just wished him well. But then a few days later, he came back and started educating people on what was wrong. He did a lab test, right? What was wrong? He was educating people on one of those things. And I said, okay, now since he's educating people, I can now make a video on this thing because I think I know part of where his problem is coming from. So I went and screenshotted a video he made last year talking about a certain gym supplement. And then this year, where he was saying that he had an issue. And I was saying that it's linked. You can't be taking this thing for that long and not have this issue. And I've been saying it. If you have been following me for like a year now, I've been saying it that supplement is not good for long term. Bro, like 2 or 3 days later, this guy he made a video reacting to it. And when I listened to the video, I felt bad. You know, because I could hear in his voice, it's like this guy was really hot. I was talking to myself like, maybe actually this video that I made really dealt with this guy. I don't know what he's facing. You know, I don't know. I don't live with him, you know. Maybe the health issue he's complaining about might even be more serious than he presented it. You know how some people will just say, I'm okay, I'll be fine, you know, but then they might have a serious health issue. Maybe he's such a person that if you speak about him, it hurts him emotionally. You get what I'm saying? I just watched the video reaction this guy made and I was like, damn, I felt really bad. I was like, what? And I didn't make this video to antagonize him. I was making it to back up. since he was, I didn't make this video to antagonize him. I made it to back up his point. Since he was already educating people on these kind of things, I was like, damn. So I sent him a message and said, hey, bro, I didn't know you're gonna take this in a wrong way. If you want, I can take down the video. And then I waited a day, no response. 2 days, no response. I think on the third day, I was like, let me go and check back. I wanted to delete the video. I said, okay, wait, let me go and check his page first and see whether there's a response. And when I went to his page, I saw that this guy has already made a video doubling down. You know, the first time he was hot, but the second time he doubled down responding to me. So I felt like maybe he was not really hot. Maybe he wants to make it a kind of, you know, this social media saga. I said, okay, well, I sent him a message and said, okay, I see that you doubled down. Don't worry about it. I'm not deleting the video again. Let's just ride with it. So I made 2 more videos on the topic. But that first impression of, that first reaction he gave never really left me. You understand? It never really left me that the way you talk about some people, sometimes it catches them off guard. You understand? So this Lucky Udu now, when he talks, you see that he's a very emotional person. This guy can sit down in his bed. I'm just imagining, you know, scrolling through social media comments and, you know, maybe crying. He was crying in one of the videos. He's that kind of emotional person. And when people are emotional, you can't change, you can't preach it out of them. You understand? It's just their nature. Now imagine what some of these celebrities are dealing with. You understand? Something happened. Okay, look at Regina Daniels now. She's having a difficult moment in her life. Her marriage is having issues and the whole thing is all over the internet. Look at Ned Nwoko, a politician. His career might even be at stake because, you know, his next election, this thing can become a topic. You know, a lot of things happening. But guess what? It's food for bloggers. Everybody is posting, putting their own opinion. And she's somewhere. She can just pick up her phone now and be watching what people are saying. And, you know, as a celebrity, you can't just respond. You might create a fake account to respond. But you don't go carry weight as to when you yourself respond. If you now respond, it will turn to topic. So a lot of people face things, and social media is just a place where you get both the good and bad. If you're starting content creation, just know it's going to be like that. And sometimes if you're building a brand, you are usually one post away from a total collapse of the whole brand. Sometimes for somebody else to rise in the industry, you must fall. Their rise has to depend on your fall. It's just the way it is. You know, when VDM was rising, VDM was like, he was fighting all those fake body cream creators. You know, those people that create but without NAFDAC number and everything. He was fighting them seriously because of what they were doing to many ladies. Guess what? There are many women that's their business. Some people have built entire brands, pumped in millions into such a brand, only for VDM to come and just scatter everything. When I go house, if you will not do it correctly, don't do it at all. VDM has sanitized the body cream industry in Nigeria. But that sanitization means a lot of businesses had to shut down because they were not doing it well. The only body cream, organic skincare I see now are nice ones that have NAFDAC. One lady even messaged me the other day, said she's going to send me her creams. Let me use it, and then I can talk about it. First thing she was telling me is it has NAFDAC number. Oh. You get? So if you're rising, you will get many challenges. Even me that is here today, you might be surprised tomorrow. Somebody will just open Ring camera and start talking about me. You get what I'm saying? So the more you get views, the more you get followers, the more likely that you get different challenges. When you are still small, you are likely to be arrested by a bigger content creator. Do you know how many content creators have been sent to police station, locked up? You know, some have done 1 year, 6 months, some have done 2 years. And I'm sure there are some in prison now that we'll not even talk about. Nobody knows them again. They don't arrest them, put. So it's a game where you have to be extremely careful, but just know that there are downsides. Even though you see celebrities and everywhere, they are moving around, they are buying new cars, they can't walk in the streets normally. Normally, if you go market, go where they sell okrika like this, you know, spread your leg, they find better clothes for yourself. But just because you have 1 million followers online, you can no longer do that. Once you show up, everybody will recognize you that you are buying okrika. Before you reach house, you don't the trend online. So it's a difficult life.